Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So not too long ago I did a foundation hunt week and you guys seemed to really like that, but you wanted me to hunt for other things like setting powders, concealers, just other products. To me, I feel like, the foundation hunt is kind of my thing. I didn't really like the sound of concealer hunt or whatever, but I'm still gonna do it. I just won't be calling it that. So I figured from time to time, I would take like 3 days, a weekend, or maybe even another week to test out other products. So today and the rest of this weekend, I will be trying out 3 different concealers. Almost said foundation. So first up is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This retails for $30 for 0.21 ounces, and this comes in 16 shades, I believe. I got it in the same shade that I use with the Radiant Creamy Concealer, which is Amande Medium Dark 3. Now, unless you are new to makeup and YouTube, then you have definitely heard of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It is a lot of people's holy grail concealer. It is one of my favorites and has definitely been on my channel before. But for those who like a full matte face, when they heard that NARS was coming out with a matte concealer, they jumped on it. I'm a little late to the party, but let's just see what the matte concealer claims to do. Get high performance correction with soft focus blurring. Instantly conceals dark circles, redness, discoloration, hyperpigmentation, blemishes, and acne with a light diffusing effect that blurs and smooths. I don't know what it is about this concealer, but I kind of want to try it 2 different ways. On one side of my face, I want to try it under my foundation, and on the other side of my face, I want to try it how I would normally apply it, which is over my foundation. And I mean, it's only right that I use the NARS Sheer Glow foundation while testing out a NARS concealer, but I would have used it anyway because this is the foundation I've been wearing lately. Still need to get that pump though. So then on this side, I'm going to apply it over my foundation. So I'm only gonna bake one side of my face, the side that I put the concealer over, and then the other side I'm just going to use with regular setting powder along with this side of my face too. Okay, so I went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup. Like my foundation hunts, I'm going to leave and come back later to give you my first impressions and just, my final thoughts of how this held up throughout the day. Phone is dead. It is 2:31 in the afternoon. Yeah, your girl is really late. I woke up at like 11 to start filming this video, and I started watching Justin Marcus's live, and here we are at 2 in the afternoon, so I don't know how long I'll be testing it out for, but I will be back later. Okay, so I am back, and it is now 7:13, so it's been a little over 5 hours. Somewhere around there, and this is what my face looks like. So going over some of the claims that I read earlier and some that I missed, this claims to provide a soft focus blur, conceal dark circles, redness, discoloration, hyperpigmentation, blemishes, and acne. High coverage, won't settle into fine lines and pores, enriched with skin-caring ingredients like collagen-boosting peptides, reduce wrinkles and pores, by helping skin look plump. So hopefully you remember that on one side of my face I applied this under my foundation, on the other side I applied this over my foundation. I definitely feel like that played a role in how this concealer and the claims that it made played out while I was testing this throughout the day. It is definitely a full coverage, high coverage concealer. A little goes a long way, as you can see. First, I took it out with the brush just to get it out of the jar, and then I used my fingers to start blending it in. I feel like that kind of helped warm up the product so that it could blend easier, and then I finished it off with a beauty blender. Other than, you know, the fact that it was still high coverage and it gives a more natural look. Like, I feel like the side that I applied the concealer under my foundation was more natural than the side that I applied it over. And for the people who, you know, don't like the whole full face snatched type of look, you know what I'm talking about, I feel like that will help, you know, applying it underneath your foundation, but that's pretty much all it did. This concealer claims to blur, it claims to help with fine lines and wrinkles, and I feel like it did all of that on the side that I applied it over my foundation, but the side that I applied it under my foundation, it didn't do squat, like nothing. I feel right away you could still see smile lines, you could still see bags or anything like that. So really the only benefit was the high coverage that you would still get applying it under your foundation, and if you are someone who likes a more natural look. So you did just hear me say that I do believe some of those claims are true on the side that I applied the concealer over my foundation. You know, it did blur out my skin, it does help with fine lines, wrinkles, bags, smile lines, just throw it all in the bag. I do feel like it does that stuff, but I feel like I would have had a more matte face using the Radiant Creamy Concealer than the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I don't know, I'm just surprised that my face isn't as matte as it would be if I used a concealer that doesn't claim to be matte. I just expected it to be a little bit more mattifying on my face. Even when I, you know, first applied it, it's a matte concealer, but it's like satin matte type of thing. I was expecting like, you know, matte, like suck all of that out of your face type matte. And my oil obviously has started to showing through. It didn't sound like it made sense, but you know what I mean. And it hasn't even been as long as I've done other tests and stuff like that. It's been 5 hours and started showing maybe like 2 hours ago. So when it comes down to it, thoughts on this concealer, it ain't no Radiant Creamy Concealer. All right, now I don't think it does anything that the Radiant Creamy Concealer does not do. Probably doesn't do as much as the Radiant Creamy Concealer does do. I don't know, maybe I fell into the hype for this a little. I was expecting more, I guess, is what I was saying. Like, I feel like a lot of people were talking about this. NARS finally released a new concealer. It's a new version of the Radiant. You know, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. It's just, okay, it's there, you know. If I need it, I'll use it kind of thing. I almost kind of feel like it's a better spot concealer than it is a highlighting concealer. You know, before you put on your foundation, stuff like that, if you want to go through, cover any dark spots, bags, acne scars, stuff like that, then I feel like this would be a great product to use. And then you can go through and use foundation and a different concealer, not the same one. I feel like, you know, you'll get a nice finish with that. But, you know, as far as a highlighting concealer goes, you know, over my foundation and stuff like that, it did a good job. You know, I do like how it first finished, but I wasn't wowed by it. Okay, so that is it for the first day of me testing out concealers for this weekend. Hopefully seeing this on my face and hearing some of my thoughts, it's helping your decision of whether or not you're gonna try it out for yourself. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Make sure to tune in for tomorrow's concealer. I am very excited about, because I have not seen anyone, at least no one I'm subscribed to, review this or try this, so I have no idea how this is going to work. So I'm excited for that, so make sure you tune in for that tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.